Now we will see validation of SRN program using JavaScript. So this is the basic structure where the file started with the HTML tag, and within the HTML tag you have two parts. One is the head, the other is the body tag. Within the head tag, one simple tag we are going to add, that is the title tag. As we required a text box to read the input, before adding a text box, we are supposed to add form tag. And we are asking the user to enter the SRN through the text box. And a submit button after entering the SRN to click. Close the tag which has been opened last. So form tag has been opened last, that we are closing it here. Then the body tag and later the HTML tag. Save the file in the HTML folder. Give a name for that, SRN validation.html. Now we will see once the output. So I can enter some number and click on the submit button. But it has to be validated. For that, we are going to take the help of the JavaScript. So we have to write one function here. I call the function by using onClick method. The function name what I am giving is validate. Where to write this function? In the head tag, using script tag, we are supposed to write the function. Function is the keyword, and the function name is validate, which I have specified here in the onClick event. And curly braces should be there. Now what is the next task? I need to fetch the information whatever I have entered in the text box. As every student will be having one particular ID, that is SRN. In the similar way, every text box will be having one ID. So txt SRN I am giving as a ID for the text box. Now I have to fetch that in the function. So document is an object. Using that, a method called as get element by ID, from which text box I want to get the information, that is ID txt SRN. And this has to be stored in one variable. So where is the keyword in JavaScript to declare the variables, and I am using SRN as a variable name. I am storing that into the SRN variable. Now I have to check whether it is in the proper pattern or not. So if condition I am using, the value in the SRN I am fetching and checking with a pattern recognition, value dot match. Whenever you do any pattern recognition here, it has to start with the slash and it has to end with the slash. First character is an alphabet, so give A to Z, and the second two are the numbers next to, so 0 to 9, and we have two characters, within the flower bracket 2. Next follows CS. So once again alphabets, but this time it is 2 characters, so specify that within the flower bracket, and the last 3 are the digits. Specify 0 to 9 and 3 in the flower bracket. And if the pattern matches, we are trying to print that on the screen using the alert box saying that SRN is valid. If it is not matching with the pattern, then you are going to specify as not valid using the alert. Save this. Now we will check whether validation is happening or not. R16CS405. It is valid. Some other number we try to give. R16CS4055. It is invalid. So it is working. Though it is valid or invalid, the data whatever I have entered, it is not retaining back in the text box. Suppose in a form where I have multiple text boxes, out of 10 text boxes I have entered 1 wrong. If I am following this procedure, all the text box data is going to lose. I have to re-enter all the 10 text boxes data. Instead of that, I want whichever is valid that has to be retained, but whichever is invalid that only has to be cleared. So this is the basic validation program. The modification now what I required is the data which is valid it has to retain. For that purpose, a keyword has to be added here, the return when I call the function, and a statement here has to be added, that is return false. Save it. Access the same file in the browser. Try to check whether the valid data is retaining the text box or not. Yes, it is staying back. But if I enter any wrong thing, whether that data is also staying back? No. So this is proper. So this is the small modifications which we have done, and now I want to restrict the length of the text box characters. As your SRN is R16CS and 3 digits followed by, it is should have the 8 characters. So max length is equal to 8. Save it. Go back to the browser, refresh the page, try to add some more numbers. It is not allowing me, though I am trying to type here. So I have restricted the number of characters to be entered in the text box. Now we will see what are the different possible errors can the students make. Now I am removing the parenthesis here. This one. Save the file. Go for the browser. Enter that. Type some number, click on the submit button. I'm not getting the output. So to check for the errors in the JavaScript, go to the tools, error console. Your previous errors also will be there. Clear it off. Once again go here, execute that one more time. Click on the submit button. Error console. You are getting an error saying that validate not defined, but validate has been defined here. So that might not be the error. So some more errors, I try to check it here in the error console. Line number 8 I am having the error. So the line number 8 is this one regarding the if statement. So give the parenthesis. Now it will work. And other possible errors what the students generally make is giving the space between the Java and the script. Otherwise they will not maintain the case sensitive, that is EBI should be capital, and whatever the text box name you have specified here, that should be the same here when you are fetching. These are the common errors. So if you want to check for the errors, go to the error console, which will be there in the browser in the tools error console.